Hello, my name is Layla Karadman and I will be discussing Americans' right to health care. Having the right to health care in the United States is a relatively new issue faced by American citizens. Public health care was not provided by or financed by the government at all during the 18th and 19th centuries. The debate over the right to health care did not begin to emerge until the early 20th century. Once the debates became large enough, the government and other American associations began to step in to try and alleviate some of the issues. In doing so, they caused more problems and arguments between citizens fighting for what they thought was right. All Americans should have the right to health care because it would improve public health, be helpful to economic productivity, and provide a necessary foundation for a just society. Making healthcare a right would improve overall public health in the United States. Giving Americans free healthcare would give them the freedom to go to the doctor immediately if they are not feeling well. Today, when a person does not feel well, many just brush it off or wait it out because a trip to the doctor can cost them $30 to $80. Not everyone has the money to be able to spend that much when they are not feeling well. Not seeing a doctor when a person is sick can make their sickness even worse because they will not get the proper medicine or treatment they need. This lack of treatment can lead to serious health problems that can spread to others around them, causing more people to get sick. This cycle is all because the trip to a doctor is too expensive for the average American to afford. This graph shows the amount of people who caught a sickness from someone else who didn't go to the doctor during a time they were sick. As seen in the graph, the average number of people who caught a sickness from someone else continuously went up over the months, with drops every few weeks. This trend is still continuing to rise because the cost for a doctor is still too expensive for many citizens. Making healthcare a right would also improve economic productivity in the United States. When people have access to healthcare, they live healthier lives and miss less days of work. Missing less work allows them to contribute more to the economy because they are working more efficiently. By offering health insurance to U.S. citizens, employers reduce the expected time workers spend in sick days. The fewer days of work people miss, the more productive they are being in their jobs. Over time, the high levels of productivity would improve the economy. This chart shows the amount of money in billions lost in productivity annually due to people missing work from sick days. As you can see from the chart, the United States loses $24.2 billion every year just from professional types of workers missing work due to an illness. Making healthcare a right would most importantly provide a necessary foundation for a just society. The United States already provides free public education, public law enforcement, public road maintenance, and other public services to its citizens to promote a just society that is fair to everyone. Healthcare should be added to this list to make the society complete. Making healthcare a right would resolve many issues currently seen in America. The United States is one of the only countries in the world that does not offer free healthcare as a right. The United States needs to push away from the current path it is on and make healthcare a right in order to become a stronger society. This graph shows the amount of money citizens of each country spend from their yearly earnings on healthcare. As seen in this graph, United States citizens are spending more than 50% of the money they earn on healthcare, which is more than any other country shown. The quickest way this can be fixed is if the government lowers or eliminates the cost of healthcare. Healthcare should become a right to everyone in the near future. Making healthcare a right would not only help the individual citizens of the United States, but would help the entire nation as a whole. Americans spend far too much of their total income on healthcare and health-related issues, and that money could be used towards something more beneficial to the economy. Some solutions to the healthcare as a right issue include making healthcare a right, having companies give their employees free healthcare, and lowering costs of healthcare. The most influential call to action to the healthcare as a right issue would be to come to a middle ground that everyone can be happy with. Instead of giving all citizens the right to healthcare immediately, the government should start by lowering healthcare costs slowly over time and eventually give Americans healthcare as a right. Thank you for your time.